Hello beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel ProDivinity 1111, or if you are new here, welcome on in. I am your intuitive tarot host. My name is Anu. Very nice to have you here, and thank you for lending your energy to this channel. We're just cleansing the space and we're gonna get started. So today's reading is about messages from your soulmate's higher self. Now you can think of them as soulmate, twin flame, spouse, future spouse, whatever term you want to use. The intent is your person. Okay, so I'm going to use the term soulmate. Please feel free to swap it, put whatever you prefer. This is a timeless reading. You'll come across this when you're meant to hear or watch this. Again, it's a pick a card. So you have three options here. I just thought it was just pretty to put them like petals of a flower. So feel free to watch all three, one or two, or it's up to you. But our option number one is this purple colored amethyst heart. Okay, that's option number one. Option number two, these are kind of turning around. We have the orange agate heart. And option number three is this beautiful rose quartz pink heart. Okay, so those are your crystal choices. So go ahead and pick the one that calls out to you the most, and I will see you right at your selection. Hi group one, this is for those of you that chose the amethyst heart. I'll let you take a look at it. What a beautiful, gorgeous stone it is. Okay, so this is going to be messages from your soulmate's higher self. And we're going to start by looking into what's happening with them right now, and then we're going to use a lot of oracle cards today. So there's less tarot and more oracle cards in today's reading as we're tapping into messages, okay? We are going to use tarot at the beginning of the reading just to tap into their energy. So Spirit, help me tap into pile one's higher self as well as their future. Ooh, some of you, it's your future spouse. That's what was coming out of my mouth. So their soulmates or future spouse or current spouse's higher self, please. Spirit, help me tap into pile one's soulmate's higher self. Let's see what's going on currently with them. What's going on with pile one's soulmate? What may they be working on? What's happening in their life? What is the current energy for my pile one's soulmate's higher self? It's quite a mouthful. Okay, let's see. One flipped over. Oh my God. Look at that. Major Arcana. This is the best card to come out. What a way to start the reading. What a way to start the reading. The Lovers. Okay. Let's get some more. We have the High Priestess. Wow. Major Arcana after Major Arcana. We have the Five of Pentacles. Let's get two more. Ooh. We've got the Knight. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of energy with this pile. Knight of Wands. Very nice. Very nice. I'd love to see that following the Five of Pentacles. Now let's get one more, Spirit. And the Knight of Swords. Amazing energies. Okay, so here we have it, the Knight of Swords. So looking at this, what we're trying to see is like what's going on with them right now, what may be happening in their life, what are they working on. And we have the Lovers. So of course, Lovers, the High Priestess, are definitely on a spiritual journey. Whenever we see a lot of major arcana show up in a reading, it's an indication of someone's spiritual journey, right? The lessons they're going through, how they're growing through the experiences, what they're learning. I'm just going to move my bracelet around so it doesn't keep making sound. Okay. So with the Lovers, again, this is beautiful to see because again, they could have, we have Gemini and Pisces at the table. Could be their sun, moon, rising or your sun, moon, rising. But right smack at the middle of the reading, we have the Five of Pentacles, right? So they've gone through a period, and I'm saying past tense because of the surrounding cards that we have over here. So they have gone through a period where they felt unsupported. They felt that no one understood their point of view, and they felt left out in the cold. Now, this can also be directly related to this connection. If, this is a connection in separation, or, even if you haven't met each other, this can be an energy present when we haven't met the one, right? It's almost an energy that I'm picking up of, hey, I miss you, but I don't even know you. I haven't even met you. That's the energy that's coming off of this card right in the center. However, they are choosing to believe in divine timing with the Lovers here. They absolutely, very, very beautiful person, very generous, very kind, very loving energy, probably too generous in helping other people, and that's why they may feel sometimes that they are that their energy may be seeping. Okay, that's a possibility. But what's beautiful is there's a lot of faith in this person, and they're tapping more and more into it and choosing love, choosing the concept of divine timing, and having a lot of faith. They are tapping into their intuition with the High Priestess over here. They know within their heart of hearts that they're not meant to be alone. They're meant to be with you, their soulmate. Okay, so that's what's going on within them. And that's leading to a lot of momentum, a positive momentum forward. They may be working on quite a few creative projects with the Knight of Wands over here. So their sacral chakra is really lit up when the Knight of Wands comes up. It's like a lot of sexual energy, a lot of creative energy that comes through. So again, very creative phase that they're going through. So it's possible they may have just changed a job, or they may be starting a new business, something like that, or really like taking care of their health and fitness, or creating something, right? This is a very charged creative energy that they're coming into right now. So it's quite the contrast, and they've done a very good job of like coming out of this feeling out left in the cold to jumping into this fire. Okay, so a lot of fire, a lot of creativity coming from them, and they are ready to like seize life. Okay, with the Nine of Swords charging ahead. And it's interesting how this horse has wings in this card. It's almost like they're just ready to take off in all aspects of their life. And this is the energy that they're in at the moment. Okay, so we'll just keep this in mind. Doesn't matter whether you met them or not, but this is like a quick preview of their energy. So I'm going to move these over here. Let's see. And then now we're going to get into the messages. Okay, so we're going to tap into what their higher self wants to tell you. Okay, and we will get going on that. All right, so Spirit, help me tap into this person's higher self. Pile one, soulmate's higher self. So these are message cards, okay, and this is going to show us, this is what their energy is. What are they working on right now? And these are message cards. So remember, this is what they're sharing, what they're working on with you, but this could also be messages directly for you, okay? Because we're tapping into your higher self and their higher self, as I said in the beginning. So I'm trying to tap into both, and some of these may really speak to you. And if they do, it just shows there's a lot more mirroring happening in this connection, okay? Or will happen in this connection. So, Spirit, help me tap further into what pile one soulmate is working on. What spiritual lessons or what personal lessons, what things are they working on right now? Keep your commitments. Okay. We have admit your vulnerabilities. This is what I feel they have. They're working on their boundaries. Let's get two more before I start tapping into the messages. Speak up. Yeah, look at that. Boundaries, boundaries. Do something different. This is a very Knight of Swords energy with the flying horse. That just seems so different, right? So Let's take a look at this. And again, remember, these could be messages directly for you as well. But this is where you're just saying, what did they want to tell you? What are they working on? This is how I'm tapping into this energy, but take it as it fits. It is a general, and it's going to speak in a lot of different ways, speak in a lot of different ways to a lot of people, a lot of different people. So what they're currently working on, especially where we say, the energy we picked up with the Five of Pentacles over here was that they are a kind and generous person, and they give a lot to others, and that often leaves them a little drained of energy, and that's a direct indication of, like, again, they may be an empath, right? So where they need to really work on their boundaries. So this is exactly what we're seeing over here. Commitments to themselves, okay, admitting that they are a kind and generous person, they are an empath, and they're always going to come in contact with people that they want to keep helping, and it actually drains them. But what they're learning is they're learning to speak up and trying something different, because this is not something they're used to, right? They are somebody who gives their all to their people, and this is not just like family, this can be friends, it can be co-workers, it can be their community. They're always helping out people, but they're learning that this is quite a vulnerable thing for them, because it really sucks all their energy, okay? So they're learning to kind of, I'm almost seeing like, like a fishing line, reel in their energy back from different sources, from different people, and learning a little bit more cleansing of their energy, trying to maybe like they're tapping into Archangel Michael is coming through right now. So they may be learning and kind of visualizing using Archangel Michael's blue sword to cut out the cords, the negative energy cords that may be sucking up their energy. So that's what they're really working on, and really committing to themselves. This is currently what they're working on. They want to tell you that this is what they need to do. They need to set up their boundaries, and they need to speak up more and really live their life the way they want to. Okay, so they're coming into their authenticity. This is what you need to know at this point. So let's see what they want to tell you about your journey together. And this is where, from here on, the cards that I'm going to use will tell us or give an indication of whether or not you're in a union at this point. Again, it could be both groups of people. So what do they want to tell you about this union? What does pile one's future, oh my god, I keep saying future, future spouse keeps saying, I did record that a couple days ago, but literally I've cleansed my energy. But some of you are going to really love that video. It's a really, really long video that's taken forever to load, but that's another story. So that keeps happening. So this is probably going to be the person that you end up marrying, if that's what you're looking for. So let's do that one more time. So pile one, soulmates, higher self. What do they want to tell pile one about their connection? What's happening in this union, or what do they need to share about this union? Okay, we have crossroads. What did I say? Marriage. And it's funny because it's coming under admit your vulnerabilities. Like they're definitely a traditional commitment person. Okay, your soulmate definitely wants to commit, speak up. We have chaser. So this is what they don't want to be in the chaser energy. This could be indicative of either your energy or their energy in the past. There could be a runner chaser scenario, so no longer being in that energy. And then we have blessings, so protection, attention, love. Your guides are always with you. So let me see if I want to get more. I think this is good. Like I can tap into it. So right now with these cards, I'm going to call it that this group has not met their soulmate yet. Okay, or if you have, there is separation at this point, because we have the crossroads over here that talks about divergent paths. Okay, choices, and we have choices. We started with the choices. It says follow your intuition. There's some confusion. Okay, so they may be, or you may be at crossroads in your life in general, starting something new. Marriage is definitely on both people's mind. But what we don't want is We don't want this to be a runner chaser scenario. Okay, that's coming through really clearly. There's some past experience here where someone may have chased you, or you may have chased someone, or they may have chased someone in the past, and that's kind of like in pursuit of something that they had to let go. That's coming through over here. So this is what they're growing from, and again, like tapping into their intuition and really connecting with their spirit guides. So this will go both ways to whatever extent that works for you. But I love seeing this over here. You know, there's like commitment. There's literally, it says over here, commitment, legal partnership commitment, marital bond, and societal contract. So maybe the crossroads is coming from a place of being in a runner chaser scenario before, and it could also be like what to prioritize right now when it comes to commitments. They may be struggling a little bit on like, do I build my career first? Do I build my relationships and my connections first? Where do I go? There may be a bit of crossroads scenario in their life. Okay, so let's see what else we need to hear on this connection. Yeah, see, the first one that I saw is the Grim Reaper. So there is either probably they're coming out of a previous connection. It feels like very chaser and crossroads type to me, that the relationship is over, no second chances, grow and transform your life. So it could possibly also be for you that you may be coming out of a relationship at this moment, or this is your soulmate's future higher self, excuse me, telling you that they are coming out of this runner chaser relationship at this moment. Now with the crossroads, we got the dating card. Okay, so again, meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, planning, setting a date. So this is again going back to the choice, like making a choice, wanting to lean in, wanting to believe in love. So that's just like again, cleansing of their energy, clearing up their vulnerabilities over here and trying something different. All those are coming through over here. Let's see what else they want to tell you. Perfect mirror, mirroring each other. Self-image relationships reflect own wounds, reflect our wounds and introspection. So I'm going to put this right here under marriage, because this is where I am really feeling that this group is also into traditional societal contracts, as it says, so the traditional marriage definition, and both of you may be mirroring each other, maybe in other areas as well. As I said, you may have like ended a relationship as well. So there's quite a bit of mirroring energy that is coming through, which is a good thing because then we're vibrating much in sync. Let's get one more. What do they want to tell pile one? I like you. Someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun, flirting, want to date. Again, the dating aspect. So maybe this is like, again, I feel, as I said before, this is not somebody you are in connection with, or maybe you've just recently met, but you haven't like dated them for a long time, okay? Because we have date and we have like you, it's a new beginning. So it's very, very, very interesting to see that we're ending something and we're starting something new, and both people are really mirroring. So they want you to know that you're both mirroring each other and ascending together, again at your own pace, but both people in this connection, or if you haven't met them, are working on themselves and ascending slowly. Okay, that's what's happening. So let's see what direct messages, if they could say to you, what would they say? This is the Hidden Truth Oracle, so let's see what would they like to tell you if they could. I want to be more than friends. I like that. Okay, we're gonna get into interesting arrangement scenario here, because I haven't really planned out how I'm gonna lay out the cards. Let's see how many we get. We have we will be together again. So this is for those of you where we picked up the separation energy. Okay. Let's see. Whoa. This is again those of you who were in separation, were together before. I regret lying to you. And again, only take the ones that resonate. Okay, not everything is going to apply to everyone, but there definitely is a small group of people here that have been together before or in a connection before. They're in separation, with the crossroads especially, and the chaser coming through. So that's coming over here. Let's see. I lost myself for a little while. I mean, that is so deep. That is so deep. And I feel like this is where they're trying something different, you know, working on their commitments and learning to speak up as well. That's coming through. I lost myself for a little bit. That is so beautiful. So beautiful. I like that. I want to be more than friends and we will be together again right next to marriage. That's very sweet. Okay, what else do they want to tell you? We have, you were the best thing in my life. Again, going back to the group that's in separation. Also because I feel there may be like a past life connection here that's coming through with the, you were the best thing in my life, because this could feel like when you meet this person, if you haven't met already, or if you're with them, at times it may feel like you know them or you've been together with them sometime, even though you haven't. And that's where the past life energies comes through. And this one says, I knew exactly what I was doing. So again, this could be about them, it could be about in the connection, or it could also be about, you know, how they let other people really seep their energy from them, right? Let's see what else we have. I bury myself in work to forget you. So this pile has got a lot of, I would say, either past life connection or a past connection in separation. Looking like more like a twin flame journey over here, actually. You came closer than anyone. Oh my God, yeah, this is a pile. This is a twin flame pile where two people have come together and then are in separation and healing and ascending on their own journeys in order to come back into union. Okay, so that's what's going on over here. And during that time, you know, they're trying to bury themselves in work, you know, really working on themselves, and definitely want to be together. Okay, so there's a reunion that's kind of hinting over here. So let's see. What let's get some more messages for what's going on with them. What are they currently working at? Let's look at their spiritual journey a little bit more. Play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. This is the Knight of Wands. So they are making a choice to really come out and tap into their creativity and not be, you know, in this little bit of a sadness that I'm picking up. Maybe that Five of Pentacles is about the separation. So they're choosing to come out and tap into their creative side. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? This is kind of going up to, again, speaking up, trying to build their boundaries. So this is definitely top of mind for them and the main thing that they're working on right now. And then we have trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? There you go. This is the High Priestess. So there is definitely an awakening moment, a progression that is happening in their own energy. And this is pretty much like what I was saying. If this is a twin flame journey, they are working on themselves so they can heal, they can come back. And you know, they won't have to be the chaser, or you won't have to be the chaser, and literally stop using coping mechanisms like burying themselves in work and all of that stuff, right? So definitely coming back and cleansing their energy, claiming their power, claiming their authenticity. So these cards over here, I just wanted to get from your higher self, like what does your higher self want to tell you, or what message they have for you in regards to either this connection or in general, like similar to the journey that they're on. What is the message for you from your higher self? We have Earth, learning how to be human in the world but not of it. Okay, so this is another one where you may be feeling a little, let's see, where do I put these? I'm going to put these here. Let's see if you can get them. If you've been feeling a little, let's say, I don't want to say the word floaty, a little ungrounded, where not knowing what direction we're going, not understanding what we're meant to do, what is our purpose in life, this is where your higher self is just asking you to go through the mundane, you know, just embrace the 3D, embrace the day-to-day, even like the boring stuff, because that's going to help you ground a little bit more. Try some meditations, and try doing some, you know, as boring as it sounds, mundane chores around the house, or go for a walk. Something that you can just take your mind off of what's next. Just try to stay in the present moment. And we have deep cellular healing. Yeah, there's a lot of healing that is happening in your energy. Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. So these are from your starseed family, okay? So I use them as your higher self because, you know, we've all had incarnations in other star systems. So this is, again, like talking about a cellular deep healing that is happening in your physical body at this time, okay? So you need to be gentle with yourself, but also know that you may be getting a lot of, this can lead to either sleepless nights, it can lead to exhaustion, it can lead to boredom, it can just have a sense of like things are not moving forward, but that's all because you may be getting a lot of downloads, but your physical body needs more time, okay? And this is where there's sort of a cleansing and a regeneration that is happening at a cellular level. I want to get you guys one more. These are such beautiful cards. I love the messages here. And then we have the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. See? So definitely what's coming through is, even for you, your higher self wants to kind of encourage you to tap into your inner child, and just like them, right? You see they have play over here, and then you have inner child over here. So it's more like more calibrating with each other, and not for each other though, but for yourself. That's what your higher self wants to tell you. Like, tap into that inner child, give yourself time, do some creative projects, go out in nature, just try to be in the present and see what makes you happy. Just like a child does not need much to be happy, they're just generally happy. So that's what's coming through over here. And rest assured, the phase that you're going through, if it feels very slow, or if it feels very, let's say, you know, monotonous, that's you're catching up. Look at that, the first card. You're just catching up, or your body is just catching up to the energies or the shift that you're going through, okay? So I was gonna get like 3 final cards from like advice or messages from romance angels for this connection. And the first one out is separation, right? Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. And this is why I've been picking up that this pile is the one where we have more people who are in separation. And as I said, it goes both ways. It does not mean that you were with this person in this lifetime. This could be a past life connection, but currently single. Most single people are the ones that are tapping into this reading at this point, okay, whenever you're watching this. So we're definitely seeing separation. We have, you deserve love. You are lovable. Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. Of course you do. Keep working on yourself. Keep working on yourself. Let's get one more. We have, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So we're clearly seeing here that there's a journey. Both people are working on quite a few things, and your higher self of your soulmate really wants to like share what their journey is looking like, and they're kind of starting to open up and bringing out the playful elements in their own energy field at this point. And then your higher self is telling you to also work on yourself. So while you're apart, while you're not in union, keep working on yourself. You deserve love. You got to believe it, and just stay optimistic, okay? So those are the messages I have for you, group 1. If you like the reading, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Comment below if this resonates, and share it with a friend or two. You know, every click helps the channel. I appreciate your energy. I wish you much love and light, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Hi Pal 2, this is for those of you that chose the orange heart. Just up close, there we go. So we're gonna keep it right here so you can, you know, still be able to see it. Okay, so for pile 2, we're tapping into your soulmate's higher self. We're going to look at what's going on in their life right now, what are they working on, and what messages do they have for you. Okay, so primarily this is more of an oracle reading, but we're just going to tap into tarot in the beginning to see what their current energies are, okay, what may be happening in their life. And as I said in the intro, you can use soulmate, twin flame, a spouse, future spouse, whatever terms you want to use, girlfriend, boyfriend, doesn't matter. But this is, I'm approaching it from your soulmate, whatever label works, it's okay. And again, just remember, this is a general reading, okay? So not everything is going to apply. A lot of people are watching this. So just want to put it out there. Please, please, please do use your free will, and also feel free to reverse the roles that you hear, okay? All right, so Spirit, help me tap into Group 2's soulmate, and let's see what's happening in their current energy. So we have the first card out. We have the Six of Pentacles. Okay. What's happening in their current energy? Ooh, we have Judgment. Powerful cards. Major Arcana. There's an equal balancing. This is also balancing and rising to our true authentic self, shedding our old skin, shedding all the expectations of, or I want to call it, the masks that we put to please our society or our family or our friends or whatever the expectations are. They're kind of shedding all of that. So there's a lot of like standing up to their own truth. Then we have the Eight of Swords. Let's get some more. So they may have felt trapped, but that's what they're, I think it's an energy, especially coming next to the Judgment, that they've learned that they had probably trapped themselves more mentally than they actually were. So this is like a big wake-up call. They're going through a big awakening in their life right now. And look at that. We have 10 of Cups. How beautiful. This is what they're focusing on. They want that happily ever after. That's what their focus is. And just let me get one more, and then I'll tap in more. Whoa. And then we have the Five of Swords. Okay, so they have a, as you say, if you see here, they have a bit of an up and down energy with their cards. Okay, so and this may be starting all with this first Six of Pentacles, where this may be a journey where they're learning how to have a balanced approach. Again, a little bit similar to the first pile, but in a different sense. They may be a giver, somebody who's always giving their energy, giving, very generous and taking care of other people, but may not have been able to receive, and let's not say able, or may not have known how to receive as well. Okay, so they may be leaning more into their divine feminine. Again, it's not gender. We all have both within us. So they may have been more of a caretaker, provider, taking care of family, friends all the time. So this may have left them feeling a little imbalanced, and this is why, feeling a little trapped, feeling a little void of their energy, feeling that they're just there's so many things that are keeping them tied. It's interesting to me, this is giving like a lot of responsibility energy, that they may have too many people to take care of. They may have, you know, a lot of work stuff, a lot of their own personal stuff, home stuff, family stuff, friend stuff, and they may have felt, this could be their current energy, where they just don't have the time to focus on their own life. Okay, but with these two cards flanking this, you know, they are rising up for themselves. The Judgment is a very powerful card, and with the 10 of Cups, because they are now breaking these chains and expressing themselves as this is what they want. They also need to build their life, and they probably are at this moment expressing this to people around them, that okay, they got a life, they incarnated for themselves as well, not just for others. Okay, so they're standing up for themselves very clearly, and focusing on their own happiness and what they want to create. Now, it always happens with, and again, as I said, a little bit similar to pile one, the empath energies coming through very strongly, right? Of course, with you tuning in, you're likely an empath, and you know, a lot of empaths, of course your soulmate is also going to mirror that energy. A lot of empaths go through this journey where they're in overgiving, over generous time, and then finally the pendulum swings in one direction so much that it has to snap back, right? And that can sometimes be a jarring change in life for people around us, around the empaths. That's what seems to be going on here, because that's why we have the Five of Swords. Okay, so this may be a little surprising turn in their life, or people may be a little surprised by how they're now standing up for what they want and what they want to create in their life, and no longer be tied down to just taking care of others. Okay, but end of the day, they're learning to balance. Okay, so this is very, very beautiful. I love this. I really love this energy, and this Judgment is like super, super strong energy that we're getting over here. Okay, so this is just a preview into just to see like where they're at, right? We're gonna get deeper now. So just for all the, you know, because we're using a lot of oracle cards, they do have sentences and messages on them. We're tapping in both ways. It's an interesting reading because I believe, you know, we mirror and we attract who we are, or what we are, what energy we are. So I'm going to use this section or this deck for, again, what are they working on at the moment? Okay. What do they want to tell you that they're working on? But these messages may read specifically directly to you as well. So Spirit, help me tap into both people's higher selves and see what we need to bring out here for each person to know. What is their soulmate working on, and or what does pile 2 need to hear? That's too many cards. Yeah, they're kind of too many cards. Okay, let's start one more time. What is their soulmate working on? What do they want to tell pile 2? Reflect on your truth. Look, Judgment. Judgment. They are working on their own true self representation. This is strange words that are coming to me. Or how to represent themselves. Be of service, which obviously they have no problem. So they're still trying to balance this out, like how to tell the truth, not be too harsh with the words or harsh with expressing our truth, but at the same time protecting our boundaries and being a service to others. Let's see what else. So yeah, this is what they're going through. I think they're building on that. So build on solid ground. Funny, when the moment I said the build, this card comes out. Yeah, they are recreating their boundaries and recreating their foundations. It may have been a little jarring, and I said too much extremes for them, and this is what they're trying to do. Like, what is a solid ground? And let's just look at this. Oh wow, do all things in moderation. This is what they're doing. Literally, the all the cards that we looked at tarot, that's what we saw, that they're really trying to create balance in their life. They're trying to build from what is a table stakes, right? At the end of the day, they're here to live their life. They're here to build their own abundance, and they're happily ever after, whatever that means to them, right? That is their truth. That is their truth, right? But at the same time, they're somebody who's a giver, right? So they're going to continue being in service. They continue, because they are an empath, they're going to continue doing that. But what they're learning is how to do it all in moderation. Like, you know, with the pendulum thing that I talked about, like how do they want to come somewhat in the middle and not be too much giving and not be too much cutting off people from their life. So that's what the soul lesson that they're working on right now. And again, these messages could apply to you as well, either from you can see like their higher self wants to tell you, or take it as it fits. There may be a message for you in here as well. So let's see what they want to tell you about this connection, this union. What do they want to tell my beautiful pile 2? What do pile 2 need to hear about this connection from their soulmate's higher self, Spirit? Okay, we have divine timing. patience, perseverance, peace, trust that the divine knows when. That is always, I know a lot of us do not like that, but literally this is coming through as the first message. So if you have not met this person, just rest assured it is going to happen when it's a perfect time. They are getting ready because they are working on this stuff, right? We have receive. Oh my goodness. Open-minded, abundant, ready. It's your time to receive. So this is, again, this could be for you as well, but that was the very first card that came out with the Six of Pentacles. So they're learning to receive because they're such a giver, and they're realizing it is their time to receive as well. And it's interesting how this is coming right under the Be of Service, because this is the giving card and this is the receiving card, and then we have do all things in moderation. So like literally it almost feels like they're getting ready to come in union, but they do need to do some work before that. Lessons, yeah. Knowledge, understanding, look for the lesson in the situation. So they are learning, okay, lessons learned from the past, you know, when they have felt trapped by their responsibilities with the Eight of Swords over here. They have learned quite a few lessons, and that's what, you know, that's happening in their life right now, is how to do that, how to build on their terms. And then we have Chaser. Oh, this is beautiful. Right under Do All Things in Moderation. In pursuit, convincing, rejection. Let them go and let it be. This is the Five of Swords energy, okay? If people get pissed off at them at this time for stating their truth, for standing up for themselves, for building their life the way they want to, they're no longer going to chase those people, okay? They've learned this lesson. So it's almost like, you know, it's funny. Sometimes when I've given, you know, many channel messages, I kind of have to say them and honor them. And what I'm hearing is pretty much like coming of age. That's what's happening over here. Like they were such a child at heart, such a gentle heart, and ended up being hurt, ended up being used, and not in a bad way, but like ended up taking way more their own fair share of responsibilities. And now they're learning that, okay, they can't sustain that. They have to balance their energies. They have to learn to receive. They're working on these lessons and not being the chaser. And, you know, as they work on themselves, it's like really full faith in divine timing that this is going to happen, because this 10 of Cups is going to happen. It's going to come in perfect timing when Spirit intends it to happen. So they want you to know that as well. Oh, this one just flipped out, so we'll just see what this is. We have talking, interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives. Ooh, text, call, email, hoovering. I don't know what that is. Maybe a new age term for some sort of conversation. Okay, so you guys may be connected in the 5D. Okay, that's what I'm picking up over here. I'm going to put this back, but this one just flipped out. So maybe it's possible you may meet them online, because she's on a laptop here. Okay, she's like online chatting. It's possible. Well, let's just keep it. Let's just keep it and we'll see where this goes. But Spirit, help me tap into Pile 2 soulmate. What do they want to tell Pile 2 about this union? So we have, oh my goodness, look at this. Girl with a snake, but don't go by the title. We'll see what it says over here. Empath and narcissistic paradigm. Oh, wow. That's the biggest lesson. The chaser, the, you know, doing things, being of too much of service, giving ourselves too much. That's what this is. This is the empath and narcissistic paradigm that they're learning to grow from. You know, again, look at that. Being charmed or used, enabled, boundaries. Oh, this is so, so beautiful. I'm going to put this here under build solid ground. So this is what they're healing on. And again, this could apply to both people, to you as well. That you, as I said, you are an empath as well, right? So learn how to create the balance, learn how to do things in moderation and not be too giving. This is what they want to tell you. Let's see what else we have for my beautiful, lovely Pile 2, we have not today. So not dealing, we're a little hurt. We're avoiding a conversation, calling or talking to people, setting boundaries. We're still angry, okay? So there's still some lessons that are happening in this connection. Could be for both of you, as I said, or just maybe for them. They just want you to know that, you know, they're still working through some of these experiences. The pendulum has not swung in the middle yet, okay? And we have keys on a ring, many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. So this is where, you know, again, they do not want this connection to be just another option. This is very, very clear. This is not going to be, you know, like a one night stand. They really, because we have the 10 of Cups, where'd that go? Here, right here. 10 of Cups is coming through. So this is not what their intention is there. Your soulmate really wants you to know that this is not a light-hearted connection that they're working on. They truly believe in the 10 of Cups, and that's what needs to happen for them to build their life. And then we have the golden mirror. Self-absorbed, narcissistic, one-sided relationship, love bombing. So there we have it. A lot of narcissistic energies came through this one, empath and narcissistic. So their past relationships or your past relationships could have been very, very imbalanced. And that's why the judgment comes out, right? The judgment is, you know, like when we break through all the masks that we had to wear, all that we had to do to be the person in a relationship to please the other person. So that is shattering with that. It's like, I can't say this enough. There's a lot of messages here of like not chasing, learning to receive, being balanced, not just doing, you know, like using people. Again, over here, empath, narcissistic, right? So really learning how to shut these people off, how to shut off or cut off the narcissists that suck our energy. And maybe like this talking probably come out. And now that I'm thinking about it, this could even be like an online forum, okay? Like a group, an online group, like a meetup group or like a Facebook group where empaths talk to other empaths and there's a group discussion, because that's what it feels like, because connecting with others is also going to help you heal or help them heal. So they may be doing this at the moment where they are, you know, attending some meditation groups and some talk groups where like-minded people get together. And, you know, it doesn't have to be, I'm feeling this is more online than in person, but that's going to help if that's something that you're interested in onto. That's coming through over here. And at the bottom, look, we have abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude, bliss. So again, as you grow through this, you know, the connection comes closer and closer, and both people really grow in their abundance overall. So let's see, we're going to use the Hidden Truth Oracle to see what would they like to say to you if they could. What would they tell you if they could? Pile 2, Spirit, help us tap further into their soulmate. What would they tell pile 2 if they could? Okay, there are too many flipped over, but I'm going to take the very first one that we have. We have, I am becoming a better person. Oh my goodness. I'm going to put it right here. I am becoming a better person. How beautiful is that? What else? For pile 2, what do they want to tell? You don't know how hard it was to let you go. So this could be for some of you that were already in a connection, or if it feels like a past life connection. This could be some, you know, memories in our DNA. I lost myself for a little while. Yeah, they are going through, or they may have gone through a tough journey, okay? We have, I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. We just talked about this one. So yeah, quite the journey for them. Let's see what else. We have, I will wait for a sign from you. This is kind of giving me like this divine timing energy again. And also like with the golden mirror, I know it says something else, but I feel like you may be mirroring each other quite a bit, but also like both believe in divine timing, okay? So that's coming through. I will wait for a sign from you. And this could be a sign from the universe, whatever that could be. Ooh, that one flew. We have, I want to be more than friends. All right, we will take that. Let's get 2 more. What else does pile 2 soulmate want to tell them? I wish things could be different. And we have, I know I messed up everything. So this is, again, like a lot of lessons that they're going through. And I feel this could have been a very toxic relationship for them. Their past relationship could have been very, very toxic for them. And there may still be some self-love and self-healing that needs to happen in their energy field. You know, they wish things could have been different. So this is really like they're doing a lot of work on themselves at this moment. So that's what they want to tell you. So let's see. What do they want to share about their spiritual growth? What are they working on? Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution. Expression. So oh, that was in the last pile. I just thought of like speak up, but that's what, like, you know, their throat chakra is being activated, where they're learning how to express their truth. Again, with the judgment, it may, as we said, or as we saw, it may be a bit harsher for other people as they are correcting their pendulum. And we have don't dim to fit in. Look how beautiful. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So this is where do things in moderation in building on solid ground is coming up. Being of service is also coming up. So all of these, how do you do all of that? But at the same time, you're not, you're learning from your past lessons, and you're not just blending in. You're not just doing what your connections, your family, your friends just expect you to do, okay? How to create the balance for that, how to stand up for themselves, how to stay their authentic self, and trying to shine their own light, believing in their own light, okay? That's a pretty interesting, major, not interesting, but I think I said interesting because I'm seeing like the dresses here look like, are like French plaits, you know, the plaited their hair. I don't know, that's coming through. They may have long hair, I don't know. Okay, and then you have trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So this is where it's almost like giving, like they're learning to tap into their intuition. They're learning to listen to their gut and listen to their soul calling, especially things like, you know, what does it mean to be happily ever after? What would make them content in life? What do they come to earth for? Those type of things are coming through, and that's the deep introspection that is happening for them at this moment. Okay, so let's tap into your higher self and see what could help you at this time. Like what does your higher self want you to focus on? Double mission. Light worker starseed, serve the world by being you. Again, and this is the Starseed Oracle deck, so again, we'll get a lot of Starseed messages, but the double mission really talks about, and the term here, like, serve the world by being you. So there's a be of services coming through as well, but also at the same time being authentically you, okay? So your higher self wants you to continue to be who you are, and not, again, as I said, some of these lessons may be applicable to you as well. So keep on shining and keep on being your authentic self. And then we have breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. So this is again just saying, like, literally believe in the divine. It's similar to divine timing, but in a bigger scale, okay? Understanding that we're just a small speck in the entire universe, and our purpose is to really shine bright in our own way. If we are authentic, if we are light in our energy, we shine really bright. And when we shine bright, we raise the vibration of the earth and we raise the vibration of the universe. All that is coming through. So you're a very, very strong starseed light worker as well. This may have been a tough journey for you. So continue shining a light, continue trusting in your light, okay? The soulmate, if you're not in union, or if you are in union, things are gonna settle down in this. All right, so let's get final messages from romance angels for the both of you or just for you. We have number 1, wedding. This situation involves marriage. Okay, ta-da. So this is definitely your spouse or whatever you want to, husband, wife, whatever that is. But definitely there's wedding on the cards, or you can also take it as like a committed relationship. You have flirt, extend your light-hearted energy to others. And this is like, again, not being so cut and dry, right? Still keeping our childlike energy, trying to have fun, be light-hearted, just like being light and joyous. Okay. 2, these flipped over. I was going to just take one more, so we'll take them both. We have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. And then we have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. All right, so that's what I have for you, pile 2. I hope this helped. If you like the reading, do give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and comment below what portions of this resonate and make sense to you, or that you can really relate to. I love reading everybody's comments. With that, I wish you much love and light, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now. Hi, pile 3. This is for those of you that chose third crystal, which is the rose quartz heart. It's a beautiful, beautiful one. Take a look at it. I'm going to place this right here for pile 3. Okay, so if you skip the intro, this is about messages from your soulmate's higher self. We're gonna do less tarot and more oracle cards in this reading because we're really tapping into the messages, okay? But and again, feel free to reverse the roles. The messages that come through could apply to both people, and it's possible, we'll see, you may be in connection with this person, I may not. It all depends, but we're tapping into the higher self of your soulmate, twin flame, spouse, whatever label you want to use or you like to use. It is totally okay, and it is your choice. So just remember, it's a general, so not all messages may apply. So Spirit, help me tap into the higher self of pile 3's soulmate, and let's see what's happening in their life right now. What is their current energy? What is pile 3's soulmate's current energy? What may be happening with them at this point? Okay, it's like very secretive energy, very closed off right now. We have the 10 of Swords as the first card. So some sort of ending. Let me draw all the cards and then I'll tap into the messages. So we have the Queen of Wands. Wow, look at that comeback. Look at that comeback. Look at that healing from that major ending. Almost feeling like where we were completely crushed to coming out as a Queen of Wands. Look at that. They have their spark back. Interesting. Or they may be working on it, because I feel like they're not very open about this with other people. So this may be an internal energy, but they have found their spark. Let's see. 3 more. Spirit, give us 3 more cards. We have the 5 of Swords. Yeah, they are not sharing their vision with other people yet. I'm getting like the High Priestess energy from them for some reason. We have the 3 of Pentacles, so they're working away. And let's get one more. We have the Hierophant. Okay, we got the Divine Masculine, not the High Priestess, but we got the High Priest. We got the Hierophant. Oh, interesting. So, very interesting energies. I think they have a bit of a cautious energy right now, and they're rising in their leadership. They are learning to trust their intuition, their spirituality. They're definitely coming into, with this ending, whatever this was, and it is possible this could be a prior relationship, okay? Because it's like, you know, there's a little rose that she's holding. It's pretty much giving me relationship vibes, okay? So maybe a divorce, maybe a separation, a long-term relationship that ended, that literally left them devastated. That word keeps coming up. And finally, they've done the work where they've like really found their inner spark. They've learned to value themselves. So they're very high in confidence right now. and maybe they, again, this has been a theme today, could again be empaths, very gentle souls who've always been very giving of themselves, but with the ending of the cycle, they may have found, as I said, their inner fire, and that may be very different from who they were before or how people knew them before. So that may have caused a little bit of friction with people around them, with the Five of Swords coming in. But they are actually not engaging. This is why I'm getting a very quiet energy from them. They are much more focused on preserving their own energy, building their own life, and with the building over here, like slowly, step by step, they're putting the building blocks of their life and working towards this leadership position. Okay, now this could be, maybe they're changing jobs, so they're interviewing and they want to keep it on the down low. Or maybe they're starting a business, they want to keep it on the down low, but literally building their life because they're so passionate. They're passionate about something. So, could be, again, a creative person who's starting their own endeavor, but they are coming into a very high rank. They're leveling up in life in general, but this could also be a literal leveling up with the Hierophant here. Pretty much like they're setting their legacy. This is big, because with the Hierophant, Hierophant is somebody that people follow. Okay, they are the ones who teach other people, and this one, at this moment, if you'll see in this deck, in this Hierophant, and generally there's like two people over here that are sitting in front of the Pope or the priest, and this card, this is the Crystal Visions, the High Priest or the Hierophant is just sitting there on their own. They don't have a following yet, but they have such big belief, really high in confidence, because they are setting up a legacy and people are going to follow. So again, this could be starting a new business. This could be like a new career they're starting. This could be doing something that their family may not have done. For example, they're moving across states, or they're moving to another country, or they're quitting the 9 to 5, and their family may have a legacy of 9 to 5 jobs, and they're like, no, I'm gonna actually get into real estate, something like that. Like, I'm gonna do my own business. So they are literally creating, I'm hearing, their generational wealth at this time. They're setting the building blocks for it right now. But yeah, there may be people around them who kind of don't understand, but this is their life 2.0. Wow, I don't know where those words are coming from, but that's what they are, reinventing themselves. They're in a very powerful state right now. So high energy, high charging, however, keeping their cards close to their heart right now. So again, they're building the legacy. That's what they're working on. Very interesting. Okay, so Spirit, help me tap into their energy further. Pile 3's soulmate and their higher self. These cards are, now we're going to start using quite a few message oracles. This is what they're working at or working on at this time. But these have messages, so they may also speak to you. Okay, this is what they want to tell you, what your soulmate's higher self wants to tell you, what they're focused on right now. Okay. So pile 2's person. I'm going to take just the first one because many flipped over. We'll take the first one. Be decisive. That's what I'm feeling with this Queen of Wands. They are really stepping into their authority. Okay, let's see what else. Claim your art. Again, building their legacy. This may be something that only they have done, or they are the first person in their family that may be doing this, or even their friend circle, or in their town. Like in the movies, how we see like sometimes people leave the small towns and go to the big city and establish themselves. I'm hearing something like that. So they may be quite the deviator from their community or their family. You have bust out of your cocoon. So they may have like really stayed within the norms, okay, and stayed very close. Because this energy, I think it's interesting. because I was picking up quite a bit of like, they're not open, they're not sharing yet, they're kind of keeping things hidden, and that's why I was picking up the High Priestess. So definitely they are in a bit of a cocoon, and this is like a healing journey. We all go through it when we're going through the dark night of the soul. You know, we go through a period of hermit mode, we go within, we build our cocoon, but they are ready to come out and show the world. They're like literally in the final stages of this. They're busting out of their cocoon. And then we have build on solid ground. I don't know, for some of them, or for some of you, real estate is coming through. I don't know how, I don't know why, I just honor whatever comes through. So whatever spirit wants to come bring forward, I'll just share. Take it if it fits. If not, you know, at least one of you needs to hear that. So they literally, I got the real estate thing here as well. So maybe like you were working on that. Maybe you're trying to look for an apartment or a home. That's possible because we get mirroring energies. But they are ready to build their own foundation. Okay, they are ready to build their throne and build their hierophant, literally the throne that the hierophant is sitting on, but they're setting the building blocks for it. Okay, that the word build has come up quite a bit for them. So they may be some sort of creator and artist here as well. But this is where they have made a decision. They have made a deviation in their life, and they're following their passion, really following their passion. Okay, so let's see what they want to tell you about your connection, okay, your journey together. What does your soulmate's higher self want to tell you about your journey together? We have a yes, okay. Oh my gosh, are there some proposals happening in this group? Because we have make the decision, be decisive, and say yes. The answer to your question is yes. Or if you guys are in are connected right now, are in union, and this has been in the back of your mind that, you know, are they committed? The answer is yes. Take it as it fits. Or if they are the one who wants to, they want you to say yes. That's coming through. We have ascend. Yes, yes, yes. Expansion, evolution, universal intelligence. Stay connected to spirit. And the creativity in the spark, again, comes from our soul, from spirit, from our connection to the divine. That's where it comes from. So definitely they're very, very connected to spirit. And so are you. So are you. Separation, no contact, 5D, dreams, nightmares, focus on your own happiness. So this is where I feel, and this is where multiple groups are tapping in to this reading. This could also feel, I think it came in the pile, where you could be physically apart, like they could be doing something that is taking them out of state, out of country, something like that. But if that's not the case, and even if you haven't met them, there is a sense of like the souls, you know, because we're tapping into higher selves, the souls meet in the 5D, in dream time, at nighttime. So you may already be meeting in the, in 5D, but may not have come into union in the physical. So that's going to apply to some of you. But this is going to be a feeling of like, their soul craves you, even though they may not have met you in this lifetime, and vice versa. Okay, so that's what this is coming through with the separation energy over here. Let's get one more. What do they want to tell pile 3, sorry. Masculine. Okay, your divine masculine, your twin or soulmate seeking you. Seeking you. So your soulmate is really seeking you. I get that. I get that. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Okay, let's see what else they want to bring through. What else they want to tell you about your union. What do they want to tell you? That is pile 3, soulmate. Future self. Not future self. Higher self want to tell you. So the again, too many flipped out. I'm going to take the very first one, which says coffin, endings, bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. So them or you or both are going through some transitions in your life. Okay, and I'm going to put this over here with ascend. So all things are being put to rest. And this could be for both people, old relationships, as we started out with the Ten of Swords. We have abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude, bliss. Very nice. I'm going to put this here. Didn't we say that they're working on their abundance? They're building their empire and their legacy. That's what they're doing, building on solid ground. We have mirror, absolutely. Mirroring each other, self-image, relationships reflect our wounds. Relationships reflect our wounds, introspection. So there could be elements of this that apply to both of you, right? And we will attract who we are, what we are, how we vibrate. So there's a lot of mirroring that is happening in this connection, or will be if you haven't met them. Look at this, right under separation. I love it. Wedding rings, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. So this is happening. This is going to be your committed partner, your spouse, wife, husband. But this is going to definitely, right now there may be separation, but this is where inner work is happening. You know, we're trying to come out of our cocoon, but definitely your soulmate wants you to know that they are committed. They do want a committed relationship, okay? Who doesn't want to hear that? Okay, let's see. We're going to use this oracle now to see what your soulmate would want to say to you if they could. What would they say to you if they could? Spirit for pile 3. What would the soulmate want to tell them? I don't react when people mention you. Okay, so this is for those of you that may be in separation, and in a separation in the sense that you have been in connection in this lifetime. So this may be a healing mechanism. I hide behind material things. Okay, so again, we're talking about quite a few coping mechanisms over here. And this is where the close-off energy was also coming through. You speak to me through music. So, oh, they could actually, I forgot. Art can also be music, right? Singing, dancing, music. I was just thinking of like other creative forms like painting or writing or blogging, things like that. You and I were too young. So again, for those of you who were already in a connection or have met in this life journey and have not been in union right now, or not in union right now, and we have I bury myself in work to forget you. So there's some sort of like, there's a group here that's coming through that has met already, or there's, yeah, they've met and then they've separated. Like the twin flame journey is possible. We have I want you. Let's get a couple more. I'm starting to understand our connection, and this could be if you met them, or the 5D connection that we're tapping into. Let's get one final one. It was my fault, but I blamed you. So some sort of messages coming here through. Again, could be past life connection, this life connection, but there is some healing that needs to happen. And this can also be a past connection that they're still trying to deal with, or to trying to work through it in order for the two of you to come into union, okay? So let's see spiritually what they're working on. What is a spiritual growth looking like? What do they want to tell you? Spiritually, what are they working on? Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. So Hierophant is also the teacher. Again, I knew the High Priestess was going to come out. Oh my gosh, thank you, Spirit. So they are learning to tap into their intuition. Okay, this may be something new, and this may have been I'm getting like almost like, you know, the phrase rude awakening in life. That's what they've probably gone through, okay? And they're working on it. They're learning how to tap into their intuition. They, you know, already have the Hierophant showed up, and then we have the High Priest also. So, or High Priestess also. So there's a major growth and ascension that they're going through right now. We have soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So This is something I feel like they have not probably tapped into right now, because we've been getting a lot of like closed, hidden energy from them. So maybe they have not connected, but they're slowly realizing that they will come into the right connections in divine timing, and then they will find their soul tribe. They're opening up to that fact. Let's get one more. Whoops. Share your voice. There you go. Claim your art, share your voice. Come out of the cave, persecution, expression. So again, bust out of your cocoon. So they may have been too quiet, too hidden, too much in their, you know, cocoon, again, for lack of a better word, for quite some time, because healing does take time. Dark night of the soul takes time, right? So they are learning to come out of it, and they're learning to share their voice, either like in a form of art and expression, or just in like standing up for themselves and just being truly who they are. So these are the starseed oracles, and I'm using them as messages from your higher self to you. So what may help you, what your higher self wants to tell you, that may further help this union. So what should pile 3 focus on? We have karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. So this is kind of like an indication of you may have signed up in your soul form for quite a few karmic, not quite a few, or for karmic relationships and lessons, okay? And also like you may have starseed origins in Orion. So if you want, you can read up on that. But this really talks about like, you know, those karmic cycles are over. But just like remember the lessons, okay? Remember that you signed up for those for a reason. They were meant to teach you, meant to help you elevate, so you can live your true expression and also help others and ascend. I'm like really being drawn to this card, ascend. So there's a lot of healing that is happening for you, okay? Let's get you one more. We have lifting the veil. How beautiful. Questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. So like you're really being encouraged to start questioning things. Start like if something seems very peculiar to you and you've been taught a very different philosophy, and here's the first. It's interesting because I was just reading, I was waiting for some of the videos to process, and while I was waiting I was like, okay, I'm gonna read a book, and the one I picked up was Letters to a Starseed. And as I was just like going through an intro, what came to mind is like, you know, it's again all about how do star seeds embed ourselves on earth, how do we kind of live the 3D. And there was something that kind of triggered in me that, look, if you hear something for the first time and you question it, but the moment you question it, and right there, if there's a deflection and you go from like a questioning to a curiosity mode, it's like, interesting. If you think of something like that, automatically you start tapping into your DNA memory, into your memory of your soul, not just your body. And that's when the veils start lifting, right? So this card is really reminding me of that there's probably, things, or let's say more spiritual practices that are piquing your interest. If you find something interesting, just give it a try and see how the journey, or where the journey leads you. But it's always like our first reaction is of disbelief when we hear something new. But if you find yourself not truly being in disbelief, but like being in curiosity, so switch any anxiety with curiosity, and you'll see a huge difference in how you open up. Because the more we know, the less we know. Right? All right, so definitely on a spiritual journey over here. Okay, let's wrap up this reading with a few messages from Romance Angels. What would they like to tell you? Pile 3. We have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So expression, claim your art, share your voice. So being our true authentic self is coming through. What else? For pile 3, let's get 2 more. Oh, big honk there. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So this is again like tapping into our soul family. That may help bring this connection closer. It's like, don't do it alone. You don't have to go alone. And trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Say yes. It's calling for you to have faith. All right, so those are the messages I have for you, pile 3. If you like the reading, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and do comment below what portions of the reading resonated with you. I really love reading those comments, and it means a lot to me. Every click helps, so do share, subscribe, like, comment as a way of energy exchange. Okay, with that, I wish you much love and light, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.